not going to get this Skyrim done without putting in the work, am I? Well, we spent some time hunting Daedric artifacts, and today we're gonna hunt Daedric artifacts. Because of course we are, we've got to get them all for one of the achievements we're still hunting, and also they're fun to do. So let's do it. I did have a minor issue at first though, because I went to start the next quest and discovered I'd already done it. So I checked my chest and nothing. Panic set in. I could not find... oh, there it is. Yeah. So apparently, I did the quest for Dawnbreaker, took the blade, hung it on my wall. I have no memory of doing any of those things. The worst part is, I've probably done at least some of that in this series on film. Because, I mean, doing the quest will definitely be on there. But I honestly don't remember doing it at all. Leaving my atrocious memory to one side, since we have Dawnbreaker, we will move on to the next one, the Spellbreaker. Spellbreakers. This requires us to go somewhere we haven't been before, so it's a journey. A journey that's interrupted by a blood dragon that we have to kill, although I'm not really complaining. At the end of the day, there's an achievement for 20 shouts, and I need souls for those shouts, so really it's helpful. After killing that dragon and selling off his bones and skin, we head over to Kesh, who will let us speak to his Daedric master, but it requires some kind of a sacrifice. A lot. Well, it's 4 items, but it's 4 valuable items. I actually have the flower and the vampire dust already, and I can, and do, very quickly go and get the silver ingot. That ruby though will be the problem. I started to look this up online, and I found some locations where I can find a flawless ruby, and it specifically has to be a flawless one. Apparently there's one in the bedroom in the Colours of Winterhold, but for the life of me I couldn't bloody find it. The only good thing about being here is that Ada gave me some money from the shop, and that money was enough, finally, to get me the money achievement. That's a win, it's been a long time coming. It's not the win we're here for though. We're here for the ruby win, and so far that's not been lucky. Remember the guy who asked us to kill the Emperor? Apparently he has one on him, but I couldn't find him anywhere. Yeah, it turned out it's because I killed him and sold it ages ago. Past me did not make the best decision there. There is another one though, supposedly hidden on a beached boat in a gorge, and thankfully that was still there. With that very expensive ingredient found, we head back and inhale some fumes. We are doing drugs. Drugs allow us to speak to a Daedric prince, and he has a task for us in exchange for his weapon. He needs us to hunt down one of his old disciples who has since betrayed him and kill him. Sounds easy enough. And it was sort of easy. As in, there wasn't anything that killed me or anything like that. I mean, his disciples were easy enough to kill. And I did it as a werewolf so I could eat them and get closer to leveling that up, because that's another regime that we're going for. In terms of getting to the man though, it was slow. I mean, slow really is the right word. It wasn't hard. He was just really deep inside this complex. In the end though, we found him, got him killed, and even ate him. It's a simple case of heading back and inhaling some more Skyrim drugs once again. We get ourselves the Spellbreaker, and that's another one done. Our goal is at least 2 per episode, so I think now is the time to get another one. The Sanguine Rose. Or at least I will as soon as I've cleared my inventory. Finding the guy to start this quest is difficult though. He's spawned into the closest tavern whenever you level up to a multiple of 14. Yes, really. And I'm 41. So 28 was a while ago. I thought about making a push to 42, and I would have if I didn't find him easily enough, but I had a list of taverns to check. The first couple were a bust, but eventually we find the man. Mr. Sam I can't say it. Mr. Sam Guevene. I know I'm saying his name wrong, but it's not his real name anyway, so it's fine. The man challenges us to a drinking contest I easily won before blacking out. I also apparently found my way to a temple, and according to the priestess, I fondled with naked statues. Whoops. That sounds like quite a drunken escapade. And I guess I need to retrace my steps because that staff that was mentioned, yeah, I need it. That's the Daedric weapon. So, Rorikstead, where we have to go now. Or Rorikstead, sorry. Rorikstead, I can't talk today. Believe it or not, after 34 episodes, I've never actually been there. There's actually a new town that I've not seen. It might remain an unexplored town though, if the giants have their way. I mean, look at me go. I feel like that's not quite how the game is meant to work. The next time we spawn in, there's no giant standing in our way. There is a massive named dragon though. We kill that without any issue. Let me learn some interesting details about last night. About how we apparently kidnapped a prize goat and sold her to a giant. Right. I wail up after my last experience, but thankfully grok is very easy. Now it's the case of bringing the goat home, which is the easy part. Honestly, the goat follows me better than Ada does. We bring her back and get the next part of the puzzle, which is that we bought a wedding ring. Oh, we might have committed some bigamy, but let's go and find out. Bringing my wife along with me, as you would do when you're doing a bigamy investigation, we head to Whiterun and have a chat with Ysolda, and yeah, she sold us a wedding ring. She'll happily take it back and write off our debt, but we need to actually find it. Fortunately, she knows where our betrothed lives. Unfortunately, our betrothed is this, who apparently wants to consummate with us. Ew. When we say no, she tries to kill us, and we engage in a very different kind of physical activity to what she had in mind. With that done, we can give the ring back to Ysolda, and she tells us exactly where the wedding would be, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is our final location of this quest. The outside and inside of the temple are full of sorcerers, there's nothing we can't handle. Nope, no problem at all. Then we head through a portal into another realm, as you do in life. Standard Wednesday, really. Walking through though, we find Sam, who reveals he's actually not Sam. He's Sanguine. Yeah, he's the Daedric Prince. But hey, we get the staff, which is cool. And also, the staff has the ability to summon a demon warrior to help us fight, which is really cool. But with a couple of Daedric artifacts found, it's time to leave it. The only other thing I did today was this. I brought my items to my large house. They can be displayed properly. It's a nice collection, but we still have the Ultima Infinium, the Ebony Blade, and the Ebony Mail to get. So we still have at least a couple more of these to do. The quests are fun though, so I'm not complaining. Regardless, I'll see you next time.